Hey everybody, good evening. Reason I'm putting out a video now about on Saturday, I said I was going to do a Q&A video. Go ahead and ask some questions, pick my brain if you will. And I figured by now if you haven't asked it yet, you probably aren't going to ask it at all. Just got home from Planet Fitness doing a little cardio because it was cold out. This is actually the first time I've been to the gym this week because it's been so nice out. I've been doing all of my cardio outside. But what are you going to do? At least it's nice to whatever, get that cardio in. It's important. Anyway, this video is probably going to be a bit long because I did not prepare any answers for these questions. I'm kind of doing them on the fly, and I can get rambly. I like to yap way too much, but I will take them in the order I got them. And I'm going to start with the first question was from Canadian Fox. Her question: how do you feel about protein powders? Do you use any? And if so, which one? I don't really use protein powders as in the powder that you add whatever liquid, whether it be water or juice or whatever, to put it in the blender or anything like that. So I don't know how I feel about those specifically. I do a pre-made one. So these are a little bit more expensive, but they're perfect for my lifestyle. They taste wonderful. It's RTD51, and I have featured this in a couple videos. I haven't really talked too much about it. Basically has all the vitamins and nutrients I need. I love the protein to carb ratio. It has 15, or I should say protein to sugar ratio, not carb. 51 grams of protein, only 2 grams of sugar. So it is absolutely phenomenal. Gives me an awesome energy burst before I work out as well. And why it really works for me and why I have this is the way I eat throughout the day, especially on my lower calorie days, is I have my breakfast, go to work, have my lunch, and I'm fine throughout the day, have my lunch, and I'm fine throughout the day. About the end of my day, I'm starting to get hungry, and my body's like, okay, time for another meal. But unfortunately, my habit is right after work, I go to the gym to do whatever my last workout of the day is. It's typically a cardio type thing, and I don't want to go home and make dinner and break my stride because I've gotten more into cooking dinner and actually, taking the time to cook it. So this, I will have it about 5 o'clock. And man, it gets me through the workout, and then I get home and cook dinner. So I do have, this is more like a meal replacement because it is 230 calories. And the fact that I have one a day as a meal, that's, even though these are $3 a pop, some people are like, those are expensive. I think of it as a $3 meal. It's not really that expensive. Works within my budget perfectly. Gets me through my day. Awesome nutrients. I have total energy. My workouts are phenomenal. So that's why I do that. So again, it's by Metrics called RTD51. Personally, I think it's the greatest thing out there, not only because of what it does for me, but they taste phenomenal. There's 3 flavors I typically go to. There's one called Berry Blast. This one's called Creamy Vanilla. And then there's a chocolate one that I have as well. Phenomenal. Love them. So thanks, Canadian Fox. Great question. The next question comes from My Loss is My Gain. Clever name. Question: nobody wants to be fat again, but now that you're healthy and in shape, do you ever miss the chase and the fun it seemed you had making videos while losing so much weight? It seemed like those were the better YouTube days, the glory days, better community and interaction. Interesting. That says to me that you've been watching me all the way since 2009, which has been a long time. As far as do I miss being fat? Never. No, I don't. It's one of the reasons I have made videos and continue to make videos so I can look back. And that is a long road. At one point I'd lost 90 pounds. And to think of me having 90 pounds ahead of me to lose again, after going through that all again, the chase is in the maintain now. So the chase hasn't ended because maintaining weight, in my opinion, takes a lot more planning and a lot more difficulty than losing. And also, I have new challenges and new chases. Now it's about sculpting my body. And even though I had lost a bunch of weight, over the last bunch of months, the transformation that I've been making of my body has been exciting in and of itself. So that is awesome. As far as what the community and how much fun I had making videos, I still have fun making videos, I suppose. Sometimes I don't have the time to do the editing I used to, and sometimes I do much more well-produced videos now that I did in the beginning. I know I was much more silly back then than now, but as far as the whole community is concerned, I guess it changes. I think a lot of people got jaded because it is an open forum, and there is a lot of people. There's a lot of know-it-alls out there. There's a lot of trolls out there. There's a lot of haters out there. There's a lot of drama out there. And I know that a couple people have segmented off into Facebook groups, and they don't even really do anything on YouTube anymore. They just all kind of congregate there because they feel safer there. But I mean, that is what it is. The thing is I'm never going to stop doing what I do until either I'm not having fun anymore, or I'm not finding this effective anymore, or if it's not a part of my life that that I need to supplement my health and weight loss. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I answered your question well. Good question. Next question comes from Natalie. Do you pronounce it coconut? Like coconut? I don't know. I suppose. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm on my way down now. Round 2, I suppose, of losing weight, but I changed my mind about it. Since the last time I was focused on losing pounds and not building strength, I decided to put fitness first and then weight loss second. Do you have any advice for me? Something that has been a challenge for me is snacking, and instead of constantly holding back, I eat so that I don't burn out on my plan. I want to work on it. How do I deal with that? Or how do I, as in how do you deal? How do I deal with that? Being graders. So good questions. Firstly, as far as health and weight loss, I almost or fitness and weight loss, I almost wouldn't separate them, saying that these are these two separate entities, that one has to come first and the other doesn't. I mean, it really, when you think about better health, I don't even think of weight loss. I think of just overall health, what I'm putting in my mouth, and really, for me, the whole thing is to really have a specific game plan that you don't stray from at all. And that's what had worked for me. And I know when you want to snack all the time, it's hard to stick to that game plan, which makes that rough. So because a lot of times throughout the day, especially me, if I get bored, I want to grab for stuff. So one thing I always do is keep busy. And then a lot of times your body makes you think you're hungry, and the first question you have to ask yourself is, am I getting enough water, or am I drinking enough? And my problem is I was drinking way too much soda. That was probably my biggest vice, because soda is a little filling, doesn't, it has more flavor than water, can get kind of boring. And then I found this little godsend, Mayo. This one's Mayo Energy. This has actually replaced my Rockstars and my soda. And then there's regular Mayo too, which I used to have this in the morning. I have the regular Mayo, or is it Mio? Whatever, M-I-O. I have that throughout the day with water, and I'm drinking throughout the day. I probably have up to 4 32-ounce jug thingies, water holder things of it throughout the day. And honestly, until it's mealtime, I am not hungry, and I'm not snacking. So if you want some advice from me, make sure that you're drinking enough water. If water is a boring thing for you, or you have a tough time doing it, some of those water enhancers are really awesome. This one has 0 calories. Obviously, it's going to have a couple artificial sweeteners in it. Don't be afraid of artificial sweeteners. Just don't go overboard on them. That is my advice. There are too many people who are getting too freaked out about artificial sweeteners, or anything that is bad. In my world, we need some bad things in our life, because if we don't have them, then we go nuts on them when we break. Something like that. Hope that makes sense. Natalie, hope I answered your question. It was a multi-part question, and thanks for it. It was a great one.